Thanks for waking up with us. What do you love about Huntsville? What makes this a great place to be?
Everyone here is very genuine and very kind and friendly. You never hesitate to speak up and say hello or good morning or just acknowledge the person walking by.
Hey, good morning, Huntsville, and welcome in on a Friday edition. Here we go, man. Billy, good to see you.
Good to be here.
Man, it's always great. We were talking off the camera, and we always have these great chats off the camera. I'll repeat 1% of what we said.
Yeah, 0.5%.
But we were talking about, it's so much fun to get up every morning and talk to folks out here in Huntsville. And, I know you were busy last night. I mean, God bless you, brother, because you're running on just a couple hours of sleep. But, you've got a very important job here. And I said, when you're out doing that, man, you're doing the Lord's work. And I just appreciate you and your friendship. And, it's kind of a way to re-energize in the morning.
Oh, absolutely. That and some really strong coffee.
Yeah, did the coffee machine work over there all right?
Well, it put some black water in here, so I'm hoping for the best. So.
That's the only time that black water's okay.
I hope that's not mold.
Yeah, it's not. Don't worry. Well, welcome in here on a Friday. Appreciate everybody joining us as always. And let us know what you're thankful for. Every single morning we have that same message, and I don't ever want it to get redundant. But it's important because the more that you speak positivity over your life, despite the circumstance, you're not a victim of it. Just wake up with the attitude of gratitude this morning. We are broadcasting live from our studio here in beautiful downtown Huntsville. A big thank you to Elliott's Jewelers for sponsoring this studio. By the way, gift box here. I gave away some jewelry yesterday. It was valued, that piece of bracelet, there was a bracelet in there with a little bit of gold, and it was valued, retailed $230. And we had a winter chicken dinner yesterday. A young lady that actually worked over at Summit Christian won that. So
wow.
So we're going to be giving this away. I'll give you details on how to do that here in a little bit. It's a new text messaging system that we have, and if you've texted throughout the week, you're going to be eligible to win as well. And you can enter every day. And so you can text today up until about 7:50 this morning, only once per day. And an opportunity to receive that. Also, wanted to remind you, we are next door to our good friend Paul Oley of the Gallery for all of your custom framing, photography, digital photos. Man, if you're looking for family portraits, Paul knows what to do. He's been here for a while. what do we say? For a whole minute. He's been here for a whole minute.
A hot minute.
For a hot minute.
Hot minute.
It's like in baseball when you got runners on 1 and 3. I always say the runners are on the hot corners, ready to come in. So, again, let us know what you're thankful for. A lot of folks already chiming in this morning, and we want to welcome you in as we'll have a great show lined up today. Miss Roxanne Moss with the American Legion. She said, I want to come back and talk to you guys. We got some great programs going on, and so we're excited to have Roxanne back on here on episode 49, and I'm feeling
49.
fine. With all that said, we wouldn't be able to be here today without you guys, Billy, without Billy Cauthen, Greg Smith, Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, the experts at celebrating life here in our community. When I think about hometown, I think about businesses that are truly rooted and ingrained here, and I don't think it gets much more hometown than Sam Houston Memorial. I mean, when I've mentioned your facility, when you walk in, you feel like you're at home. Here's the thing. You feel like you're at home. You don't feel like you're at a funeral home. And I think that's important. And you guys have been busy. What have you been up to? I mean, don't go into details, but I know you've been busy, Billy, and doing a lot of things around the community, man.
We're always out and about, and just anywhere we can serve or help with the community, man, we're pretty much right up in the middle of it. That's just that's what you got to do. You got to jump in the middle, roll your sleeves up, and help the community.
That's right. That's what you guys do. Again, Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We always want to encourage you to do business locally. Folks such as Billy and Greg give so much back. You'll see their name on everything, and it's not to say, hey, here we are. It's to say we're here to serve the community. And I heard an old slogan once that we're not just a part of it. We don't just talk about it. We're a part of it. Well, you guys are the epitome of being a part of it. I'm also digging the blue today, man. I like the bright blue. You know?
It makes my eyes pop.
It does, man. You don't look.
It was my last clean shirt.
I've got 4 of these that I rotate. Actually, 3 of these that I rotate through. God bless Bridget. She, I'm a grown man. I can wash my own clothes, but she does it for me. And I wake up and I got a shirt ready to go. So always thankful for her.
Yeah, I'm a couple days behind on laundry. Our dryer decided to cremate itself.
Oh man.
So yeah, that'll put a hitch in your giddy up.
Is it like the heating element went out?
No, I was laying in bed trying to go to sleep.
Thinking about laundry.
Thinking about laundry, because that's what you do as a full-grown man. And it sounded like somebody was trying to break into our house. So, of course, I jump up, because I'm going to be the protector, the first one to scream and run. And lo and behold, it was that dryer. I guess a roller went out or something, but it was trying to walk back to the Kenmore plant.
I was going to say, you're a protected man, which is great. We all need to protect our families. I'm sitting there thinking, man, that dryer didn't have a chance.
I mean, how do you combat a dryer? I mean, is there like a pressure point or something,
I drove by and I saw a bunch of holes in yours, and then I saw it looked like somebody took a bat to it, so I thought you maybe thought it was an intruder coming in, like you said.
Shoot first, ask questions later,
We are here this morning. A lot of folks already joining us. Appreciate you. Also, beautiful bouquet of flowers here this week, brought to you by our good friend Leah Lineback over at Sweet Caroline's Floral Shop. So we appreciate that, Leah, and all that you do. You'll see a beautiful arrangement of flowers every other week or so here on the show. And starting with the next delivery that we receive, we're going to start giving those away on Wednesday so folks can enjoy them a little bit more during the week as well. But today, hey, we got some prizes that we're giving away, and I wanted to talk about this. It's a new system that we have, and all you have to do to win, we still want you to comment. We still want you to put, like Leah saying, Good Morning, Hello Huntsville with the hashtag. We want you to text us this morning, and all you have to do is send in a text message with the keyword Huntsville and put your name after that so we know that it's you, 936-339-0139. That is the number to text. Again, 936-339-0139. You can text the keyword Huntsville with your name, and that will enter you to win today. We are giving away, I liked yesterday, give it away now. Same prize as yesterday. We got something great for you. Our good friends at Pinch and Plate hooked us up with a bunch of these free meal certificates, and so I've got 2 of those today that we're giving away. Good for either breakfast or lunch over at Pinch and Plate.
I'm hearing a lot of awesome things about them.
Oh, man, it's great, and it's crazy because we work hard to promote business here, of course, too, not just nonprofits, and their article is now our most read article on HelloHuntsvilleTX.com.
Nothing about Billy.
So, yeah, I tried Billy, but, the photo of you there, it didn't work out. I had that great photo of you and that calendar shoot from a few years ago, and I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I can't even fit that bikini anymore.
Gosh. It's negative views on that, by the way. Yeah. We're giving away 2 pinch and plate meal certificates today, so you definitely want to text us to win that. And, man, I have got a whole stack of these. I'm so proud of these just because when we talk about the great things in East Texas, I'm going to throw in 2 today. I'm feeling generous. Today, Billy, here we go. You'll have to show these for us if you can just hold them side by side. These are our beautiful postcards that you're not going to find these anywhere else. These even have flip one of them over to the backside. It may be hard to see on the camera. These have that yellow glow to them because they're so old-fashioned. We'll say
patina.
They're so these things are from the 70s, and these are postcards. You're not going to find them anywhere else. And Billy, read what that one. There's a Texas prison rodeo, but what does the other one say?
We're bucking for you in Huntsville.
Yeah. There you go, partner.
Well, this is J.D. Dickinson. Dickinson actually took these photos, a real good friend of mine. And apparently, before I was born, he was in the postcard business. And that's really neat.
Yeah, so appreciate Dr. Caroline Krim. She hooked us up with it. She was at Rotary, had a whole stack of these things, and said, hey, I'd like to give these away. And so I took like 2 or 3, and she goes, please grab more. And so I just grabbed the whole shebang, and he said, you know what, we're going to start giving these away on the show. So it is your chance to own a little bit of history here in Huntsville because – you know what, Huntsville? We're bucking for you. Texas Prison Rodeo. A little bit of history right there. In all seriousness, it's great. We're giving that away.
Anytime you can get your hands on the prison rodeo stuff, yeah, please do.
Please do. And I got something else for you. Man, look at this. You see this box? Hold that up, Billy. And those of you that are listening, you can't see this, so we're going to do our best to paint the picture. Billy is now holding in both of his hands and rotating it 360 degrees a beautiful golden box. This golden box is from Elliott's Jewelers, and it encompasses a mystery piece of jewelry. There's also some jewelry cleaner in there, so I will say that. I've heard that some of these have jewelry cleaner in it. Retail value of at least $100. I'm not sure what's in this one. I did want to peek in the other one. We gave it away yesterday. It was a bracelet that had a little bit of gold in it. So
I think this one's fuller than this one.
You can kind of feel there's 2 of them there. One of them's heavier. So, and we're giving that away today too. So again, thank you, Billy. Great, by the way, on the presentation there. Just showcasing that for us. Price is Right. They're wrong without Billy Cauthen being on there.
I grew up with The Price is Right, man.
So we won't repeat what Bob said in that movie, there with Billy Madison, but the price is it's wrong.
Yes.
So we've got the jewelry we're giving away. We've got the gift certificates, 2 of them over pinch and plate, and then also these wonderful postcards. Again, all you got to do right now, I'll put it up on the screen. Text the keyword. Text Huntsville. It's always hard for me to do this while I'm typing. Text Huntsville and your name to 936-339-0139 for your chance to win. And keep those comments coming as well. Here's the reason why we switched to this new service. We did it, Billy, because there's a lot of folks that say, Rob, I can't join you live. They're either already at work or they're busy taking care of the kids. There are a lot of folks who listen and watch in the morning as they're getting ready for work, but there's still a multitude of folks that said, I can't do it live. And we have the audio-only podcast format. And so this gives you a chance now and a way to win. We still want you to interact live if you can, but it gives you a chance to be involved. So, we didn't want anybody to feel like, man, I don't have a chance to. I'm listening every day, but not from 7 to 8. I'm listening at 12 during my lunch break.
There you go.
So there you go. So, again, we're giving that away. We got a great show lining up for you today. Let us know you're out there. And just like Jessica Smith saying good morning. Good morning to you, Jessica. Tammy also chiming in again this morning. We appreciate you, Tammy. Matt Childers. How about old brother Childers chiming in this morning?
We need to go see him today.
There you go. Matt Childers joining us. Good morning. Hey, there's Leah. Leah from Sweet Caroline's Floral Shop. She is chiming in this morning. She's got her events on our website, by the way, at hellohuntsvilletx.com. Chelsea, good morning to you. We've got a lot of interaction here on a Friday. Everybody's happy and waking up and it's a little bit better attitude on a Friday sometimes. It's always a good attitude here, but Fridays are always exciting. Caitlin joining us as well. She's saying good morning. Hello, Huntsville. Grace Wakefield. She's won a couple of gifts here on the show. She's chiming in. Hey, look, it's our good friend Deanna Irwin out there. Deanna, we need to have a section with you of Deanna's jokes.
Yes.
She has the best jokes in Huntsville, and so we want to make sure that Deanna, we're going to have to do a section with Deanna's jokes. We'll have to think of a name for that. So good morning to you.
We should do that on Friday so I can be here for that.
Rick Boning is joining us as well. Good morning to you, Rick. And also just chiming in our friends over at the Klein Card, which we are working, by the way. We do have this new branded Hello Huntsville Local Deals Club, powered by the Klein Card. We're going to be releasing those soon on the website.
I got my Klein Card.
Stay tuned for that. I do want to mention one last thing before we bring on Miss Roxanne Moss. She is patiently waiting from American Legion. We're excited to have her here today. We do have a new feature on Hello Huntsville as well. I teased it in the beginning of the show and then never talked about it because we got wrapped up yesterday. It's our new Hometown Heroes section. And so it's a way for you to go to our website. You under featured guides and events, there's a section there called Hometown Heroes. And maybe this morning there's somebody in your life here in the Huntsville community that has just made an impact. It doesn't have to be someone that's on a stage. It can be a dad. It's Father's Day is right around the corner. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there coming up here on Sunday. Maybe there's something special that your father has done that you want him to be recognized. Maybe there's a grandparent that has just selflessly worked their entire life to support you, and you want to recognize them in that capacity. Maybe there's a teacher who's made a difference. All you got to do is go to the website, submit that person. It'll just ask a little bit of information about you, your phone number, so we can get in touch with you. And then once a month, Billy, the cool thing is we're going to show up, and we'll coordinate with who submits these to us. We'll pick one, and then we'll show up coordinating with the submitter, and we will surprise that person. Our good friends over at Two Blondes and a Bakery have said we want to be a part of this, so we're going to be bringing some baked goods. We're going to do just a little spark of the moment interview and surprise that hometown hero, and that's going to be happening every month here on Hello Huntsville. We'll video it. We'll put it up on the website. We'll also talk about it on the show as well. So it's going to be a great way to recognize those in our community that are making a huge difference. No matter if you got a stage or if you're just taking care of the family, that's what it's all about.
Sounds like a good deal.
I'm going to nominate you, Billy.
Oh, man, I'll take it.
So now I'll nominate you.
Well, see, I'm doing that because, the Two Blondes and a Bakery.
Yeah, it's going to be some good bakery
Will she
bakery
bring
foods.
me, what is it, boudin kolaches?
She might. Lexi, if you're watching, let us know what you're going to make. She said it's going to be a surprise, so we'll figure that out when the time gets there.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's step aside and take a break. Let us know you're out there this morning. Again, reminding you, enter to win the contest. We'll be talking about that throughout the show, but we'll be back in a moment. Roxanne Moss joining us here in just a few moments as we catch up with her and all the great things happening here in our community. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. It's your show this morning on a Friday here on Good Morning Huntsville. Here we go. Welcome back in, friends. Thanks for joining us. Another edition of Good Morning Huntsville. And I think I got Miss Roxanne Moss. It took me a minute. I had to get you fired up.
I'm here.
Good to see you, Roxanne. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. It's great to see you, too. It's exciting to get to do this again.
Yeah, we had you on I'm trying to remember when. It was a Friday
It was.
before, but we had a different, Kay and Rick Boning, they switched with Sam
Yes.
Houston Memorial. So they're now on Wednesdays, and then now we get to be graced by Billy's presence earlier. Billy was talking earlier as, we were all scooting in kind of close here, and he goes, man, I feel like a Billy sandwich. And I said, well, we just need some mustard on them taters.
Yeah, buddy.
Does you know what I'm talking about, that movie?
Yes,
What is that,
yeah.
Switchblade?
Swing.
Yes.
What is it? Switchblade? Swing?
Swing blade.
Sling blade.
Sling blade?
I think so.
Something blade.
No, sling. Swing.
Sling.
Somebody will correct us, I'm sure.
Yeah, Billy Bob, the movie.
Give it a minute.
The movie, Billy Bob Thornton, if you know the movie. Well, I need some mustard on them taters.
Ain't got no gas in it.
I ain't got no gas in it. Just got to pull in around. Okay, here we go, Roxanne. Good to have you in.
Let's do serious.
Yeah. We got to take a break sometime. Look at these beautiful flowers, and it'll just refocus. Thank you. Thank you there to Leah Lineback, Sweet Caroline's Floral Shop. We're back at it here on a Friday. Excited to continue to bring you all things good and have a little bit of fun here. Let us know that you're out there this morning, what you're thankful for. But today it is Roxanne Moss here, the representative from our wonderful American Legion Post and Post 95.
Yes, sir. Sam Houston, Post 95.
That's right. Well, good to have you on. I enjoyed the interview when you first came on back in April, and we're 49, technically 50, but 49 is what we show episodes into it here. How have you been? What's been going on?
I have been great. Really fun, exciting things have been going on at the Legion, which is something that we try to continue. You know, the energy is up there anyway, and it's such a great group of people there. It should be no surprise as we're getting to get ourselves out there a little more in the community that it's exciting and fun, and we've been up to all kinds of things. Most recently, we did a first ever volunteer award ceremony. Our chaplain basically put all of that together, him and a wonderful committee, and they planned it for almost a year. And what we got to do was pick by vote, a member from each of our entities, which we're a family of 4, American Legionnaires, Auxiliary Unit, Sons of the American Legion Squadron, and we also have our group of riders, which are part of the National Motorcycle Riding Assembly. And one from each of us got nominated, got an award. We had a lovely dinner. It was really great. Yes, we also did our Volunteer of the Year, and I think I might already have him as a candidate for your Hometown Heroes, really.
Great. So, yeah, submit him, please.
That was big and exciting, and that was very recent.
And was this just the Sam Houston Post?
Mm-hmm.
Man, yeah, I need some information from you guys because we'll put an article together on the website and highlight this for you.
That would be amazing. I'm actually slacking on our Facebook. We've got lots of photos and videos from it. Funnily enough, the power went out during, and we just finished it by flashlight. And, if that doesn't say perseverance, I don't know what was.
Was
right?
that on Friday? Or this past couple of Fridays ago?
We did it on
that
Saturday.
Same thing, yeah, that was it. Because the same thing happened with the HLI class. They were doing their graduation. The power went out over to Elkins. I think it was like a citywide power failure.
Saturday the 10th.
Yeah.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
That's
and
great.
if I'm wrong, they'll correct me.
Yeah, they will. That's all right.
But it was really fun. Yes. Aside from that, just always, and any time during the week that you pop in, we're open from 3 to midnight, usually 2 to midnight on the weekends. There's a vibe. There's energy. You're walking in the door to a mix of age groups and young and old and children and grandkids, and it's just a family environment. And, when you're a veteran and you're feeling disconnected or disassociated, it's just a really great thing to have a home like that to walk into.
Well, today I know you specifically wanted to chat about Legionnaire membership and kind of give us some more insight into that. And just give us a quick run back, of what the Legion does, though, because I know that there's a lot of new interaction. We've been so blessed here to have a lot of new folks that are joining the show now that the word is getting out. So before we talk specifically about the Legionnaire membership, give us just a quick little Cliff's Notes on what the American Legion Sam Houston Post 95 is all about.
So we are part of the 14,000 American Legion posts that are around the country, boasting part of the national membership, which includes just over 2.3 million members. We are the largest wartime veterans service organization. We have criteria that has softened. A lot of people think that if I was a veteran and I wasn't in a war, then I'm not eligible. Well, that actually isn't true. You are eligible if you served from, April 6, 1917 through November 11th, 1918, or from December 7th, 1941 onward.
I didn't want to cut you off, but Billy cannot be there because he was a day before that 1917 cutoff. Sorry, Billy.
It's a little disappointing.
Hey, we take guests. It's okay. We take guests. We can make room for you. So basically what we're saying is if you've served in this first or second eligibility period, then we have a home for you. If you're generally honorable or honorably discharged, we have a home for you. And that's kind of, that's great. It's not, the exclusions used to be much wider, and it excluded, basically anyone from global war on terrorism forward. It excluded Desert Storm, Desert Shield. And in our life cycle where we're at, that is what the majority of our veterans are now coming from. We're aging out of World War I and World War II. We're aging out of Vietnam veterans. We're the next layer, so to speak. So to be able to have a home that will include you for that particular service, which has kind of been downed on, is really great. No one should get excluded, and the American Legion does a really good job of making sure it's a welcoming fit for all of us. How does Sam Houston Post 95 differ from our Huntsville Veterans Hall, the VFW? The simple criteria would be this. The VFW requires veterans to have served in a combat area during an actual conflict. The American Legion does not. The VFW accepts veterans from the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, and Space Force. The American Legion does also, but additionally, we include the Merchant Marines. The VFW requires veterans who have served honorably overseas in an area of foreign conflict, and the American Legion has a softer requirement. We basically say you just have to be a veteran who served honorably during a designated period of conflict, regardless of where you were stationed. So we include our stateside members because they are our backbone and our support when we deploy.
Sure. And I did want to mention, and you're not saying this to, obviously to say, hey, join us versus the VFW.
No. I'm just simply clarifying differences because a lot of our veteran community don't understand. And as well, it's very easy to be a dual member too. Mm-hmm. We have several gentlemen in our Legion that are dual members and that are every bit as active with the VFW and the Hearts Museum as they are with us. And that includes members of our Honor Guard. So it's just nice for people to know that the boundaries, they're not fatal. And it's definitely not antagonistic. We are definitely a whole community working together. It's just, we address kind of different factions of that veterans community.
Yeah, and that's what I wanted to point out, too, because you guys do work together on some things, and it's great because, there's maybe one organization isn't a fit for another, and that's why it's so good to have multiple organizations and work together. So we absolutely appreciate the great work that you guys do. You had mentioned to me last time you were on, because my dad had served, you said, hey, you can join our post, which I didn't realize that.
Yes, you would be eligible to come be a son, and we would love to have you.
Talk a little bit today. I know you wanted to really highlight, again, Roxanne Moss joining us today, doing an awesome job as always here with the Legionnaire membership. Let us know a little bit more about what that is and what does that entail.
So the Legionnaires, what we are the physical veteran members of the American Legion. We are the ones with the DD-214, and we are the ones that say veterans supporting veterans. Now, in addition to us, there is also the American Legion Auxiliary, and I would just say the ladies and gentlemen in any auxiliary unit, they are the backbone that you wish you had. They're the mom and the dad and the grandma and grandpa that you wish you had when you were overseas, engaged in a conflict. Really, they do incredible things to uphold the foundation of our post, and so they'll be the next visit. I would like to feature them, but I just always want to make sure that we say we are also a family of four. It's not only Legionnaires at our post. The sons of the American Legion are literally just that, sons of war descendants.
That's what you're telling me I could be a part of.
Yes, there is eligibility criteria, but they are every bit as much as important as our Legionnaires, and the hands-on community service work really comes from the sons and our riders, really.
That's great.
Some specifics just of Sam Houston Post, how are we, what are we, when you come as a guest and you're thinking about maybe, because I'm a veteran and I want a place to go and, I have a family and it would be nice for them to be included too. What is it like? It's welcoming. We welcome veterans. We welcome their families. We welcome you to bring your kids or bring your grandkids. It's welcome. I can't say that enough. It is welcoming. Our membership is a way to continue being in service. And I think more than anything, when we're a veteran and we're coming out of enlistment, whether it's been a shorter or longer term, reentry into civilian life does have challenges. Disassociation, disconnection, the loss of camaraderie are real serious elements that affect our demeanor, our attitude, our mental health. And to be able to know that there is a place that I can walk into where all those things I'm coming from are still in existence, that can help keep me up and keep me moving forward, is huge for our reentry into our civilian life. I know you've heard things like 22 a day, right? Our campaign to stop veteran suicide. Mm-hmm. The American Legion not only backs that, but it also launched their own secondary campaign called Be the One, where we're really telling each other as members, as veterans, supporting other veterans, hey, be the one to make that phone call, be the one to knock on that door, be the one to, go physically spend some time with someone might be in need, because at the end of the day, we all still matter. We still have a purpose. And the American Legion, our Legionnaires, our veteran members, we really work hard to maintain that purpose and keep it forefront.
Yeah, it's great. Again, Roxanne Moss is joining us this morning from the Sam Houston Post 95 of the American Legion. Billy, as Roxanne was sitting here talking, I started thinking about this community, and especially I saw Tara Burnett chiming in this morning. Good morning to you, Tara, over at Hearts Veterans Museum. I'm not putting down any other community, because I've been blessed to grow up north of Austin in an area there that I absolutely love. That was my hometown. I consider Huntsville kind of my hometown now because we're rooted and ingrained here. I will say this, that if you are a veteran, when you come to Huntsville, Texas, there are so many resources, and you are going to be embraced, you are going to be appreciated, and you're going to be loved. And I think, Billy, you can vouch for that. Growing up here, this is a community that embraces our veterans. I've never seen such embracement like I see here in Huntsville.
Oh, yeah. We take care of the people that took care of us.
And it's great, because every meeting that you go to, Roxanne, every meeting, always the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yes.
Which, that happens a lot of places, and unfortunately it's starting to die out in some places, and we won't get into the discussion about that, because I believe that we should always, stand up and be thankful for our freedoms and our country. But one thing that I love about Huntsville, every meeting you go to, it's always the Texas pledge also. I've never been anywhere else where you do the Texas pledge. We do it at City Council, I believe. Do they do it at Council? I think maybe they do. But
yes, they do.
But I know for a fact, like, we do it at our Tuesday networking meetings. We do it on our Tuesday morning networking meetings. We do it at the chamber meetings. So, Roxanne, when I think about all that, I think about the commitment to veterans in this community. And the Sam Houston Post 95, the American Legion, is another entity that is doing such great work for our veterans.
Thank you.
What message do you have? I know that you spoke a lot about why it's so important for veterans to be involved. What message do you have this morning for a veteran that's saying, I just don't feel connected? What message would you have for that person to really showcase that, hey, you are accepted and you're welcome?
I think the best message I could give is that those feelings of unwelcomeness or helplessness or hopelessness that become part of, re-entry into civilian life, it doesn't have to be a burden. It doesn't have to be a hardship. The message is join. The message is come. The message is, hey, there is a whole network of us in varying levels with different support systems to offer you. And we all collect right here in this magnificent building on this beautiful 10-acre property. And we have a home for you. The message would be just walk in, just come.
I love that.
I mean, really, it is that simple. Sometimes the hardest part is making yourself put your foot in the door and making yourself, say, okay, I'm not okay. I need to get with people where I can be okay. Mm-hmm. And I can't go backwards. I can't go back into that uniform. I can't drive back onto base. But I need to do something. I need to have some kind of mobility in how I'm going to do this next phase of my life. And you just take that first step in and make it be at Sam Houston Post 95. Come through the door.
I love that. Just come. And it's
yes.
It's a word. It's like I think of it like in a biblical teaching when Jesus said, "Just come."
Right.
And you think about it. Whenever you don't feel, I'm going to tell you this morning, no matter where you're at, and you are worthy. Every life is valuable.
Yes,
and
sir.
if you're feeling like, hey, you know what, I feel neglected, you're not. And I want to make that clear this morning with Huntsville and these organizations such as the Sam Houston Post 95, the American Legion. You are welcome. Just come. I mean, there's no other way you can say it.
No, and we really literally mean that. There is no time when you come to our post for the first time and walk in the door that it is any kind of way going to be uncomfortable. There are people there. We really are a family, and we are tight-knit, and any random day, any nondescript random evening of the week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday, nights that are just nights, right? Walk in and, it might go from 3:30 or 4 in the afternoon. There's a few of our regulars in there and they're just having a drink and it's a great visit in the club, to all of a sudden we all just felt like showing up and now the party's going till 10 or 11. And it just doesn't matter what the thing is that we're doing. Just come be part of the thing. We have room for you.
I miss those days of 10 or 11. Last night it was like 9:30 and I was telling Billy we had to redo our intro video, and I'm sitting there falling asleep because it's 9:30. Baby's already down, but hey, if you want to stay up and have a good time, Sam Houston Post 95 is where you need to be. Let us know about some of the events that you guys have there for veterans and folks that come through.
Oh my goodness, we event every couple of months. Each entity hosts particular events throughout the year. We had the Trigger Hill IBCA barbecue, which we host that part of the cook-off here, and we do that the first weekend in May. We have several cooking teams that come from all over, and basically our back 40 turns into a full-on RV campground barbecue pit, and it's really fun. Our riders group does sandwich sales intermittently. All of those funds always go to a youth or charitable program most of the time, or they put it into physical service work. They'll be taking those funds and doing things like building someone who needs a handicap ramp. They'll build that at their house. Someone needs a vehicle. We'll figure out how to get you into one. Those kind of hands-on things. We also did a crawfish boil, and we'll be repeating that again. We did that in April. Last year we did our haunted Halloween hayride. We'll be doing that again this year. We have also done, I think I'm forgetting 2 or 3. We do raffles intermittently, and any of the smaller holidays, Mother's Day, Father's Day, July 4th, any of those kind of holidays, our post is open. We're going to have some kind of something. It might be an ice cream bar. It might be some drink smuggles. It might just be a group of us said, hey, you know what, we're going to just celebrate each other and everybody potluck, but the door's open and you just come and participate. It's ongoing. We're never running out of things to do.
You may have mentioned this last time. Again, Roxanne Moss is joining us here this morning, representing the American Legion Sam Houston Post 95. So great to have you in our studio here this morning, sponsored by LH Jewelers. And, of course, we wouldn't be here on a Friday without our Foundation 5 sponsors, Billy Cauthen and Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. You may have mentioned some of these events last time, but is there karaoke out there?
Yes,
because Billy and I need to come out there and showcase our talent.
Friday night is karaoke with Guy, and we do use Friday night as a membership drive. If you're potentially eligible to be a member of the Post in any one of our entities, Legionnaire, Auxiliary Unit, and the Sons of the American Legion, or the Riders Motorcycle Assembly, if you have eligibility and you're thinking you might want to come join us, then come on Fridays. Karaoke starts at 7:30.
Is that tonight they're doing it?
Yes.
Oh, man. I'm getting excited, Billy.
Yes. Come out. Guy runs a great show. We have some regulars that sing every Friday that have just great voices. We always have community engagement, different pods here and there throughout the month. Will show up some Fridays and not on others, and they sing their songs, and it's just really fun. There's no pressure, and it doesn't matter if you have a voice or not. What matters is that you came and you had a great attitude and you wanted to genuinely invest in what we do and what we feel like, and karaoke is a great way to do that.
It's so much fun. I'm a big it's funny because back in the day, I'd throw down a little hip-hop karaoke.
Bring it.
A little Notorious B.I.G. Tupac. I asked a guy, I was joking around one time, I was like, hey, do you have this song called Juicy by Notorious B.I.G.? It's one of the best rap songs ever written, by the way. And he goes, as a matter of fact, I do. And I was like, no. And I sing Juicy there on karaoke. It was on a Carnival cruise ship.
I'm going to tell you, if you bring the hip-hop, then you'll get Billy Papena with you, too. Billy's,
man.
He does his few. He does. So there's room for you, really.
I do like a good family tradition. Hank Williams Jr., though. That's a real good one, Billy.
I am struggling with something because I know a lot of your members on the honor guard.
Yes.
And I just couldn't imagine any of those guys doing karaoke. Look, they save my bacon all the time. They are awesome. They are amazing, but I wouldn't want to hear them sing.
We actually just had them, and I'll be uploading photos and video to our website, but we just celebrated National Flag Day on June 14th.
Yeah.
And they did a beautiful ceremony at our post. We retired our old flag, and they raised a new one. And I will tell you, don't let Mr. Leslie fool you. He might not sing, but him and his wife, they dance, and it is a beautiful thing to watch.
Sometimes
so they get about there.
When you don't have one sense, the other one is, exacerbated. So that's what happened. I will tell you this. When I go into a karaoke, and I walk in and it sounds like they should be on The Voice or American Idol, I'm like, come on, man. This is like, you're ruining it for me. And then it just takes any, steam that I have of wanting to sing just out the door. So if you're really good, just come in and shake a hand and come.
Yes.
But don't sing because you'll intimidate all of us.
I am so good at karaoke.
No, we welcome all of it. We welcome all of it. It's fun, It's fun. And it's more than anything what the karaoke does is just allow us time to hang out and bond and bring the atmosphere up, bring the energy up. It's just fun engagement.
What's yours, Billy?
Oh, I'm so good at karaoke that I draw a crowd. I do. I mean, they're not in the same room that I'm in, but I mean, they're trying to get away from me, but it's normally a crowd of people.
The way that I draw a crowd at karaoke is, and I'm not very talented at singing, and I'm for sure not talented at drawing, but that's how I draw a crowd. Whenever I come to a karaoke, I bring my little art sketchbook and I literally draw a crowd, and then I can legitimately say I drew a crowd last night.
See, there you go. That is something we haven't had before. Bring that.
All right, you want to practice real quick? Country music singers have been a real close family, but lately some of my kinfolks
have disowned a few others in me.
There you go.
There you go.
That's all we got.
Where's
today.
our bucket? We need a bucket to carry this tune in.
Yeah. There you go.
With a lid.
I do have to ask one more thing because I'm on this
Sure.
karaoke. Roxanne, do you get up there and sing?
No.
Oh, come on.
I am just a huge supporter. When it gets really busy, I'm one of the members that'll be, what's our bar looking like? Let me bust a table. Let me check the toilet paper in the restrooms, And plus, I'm behind the scenes. I run our social media and our website. So I don't want to be singing. I need to be capturing that evidence.
What if I show up one day and just politely ask you, will you sing a song with me? Do you think you may try it?
I don't know that I have a voice. This is not a thing I have tried
We
before.
just talked about
Did
this.
you just hear us?
Yes. I wanted to get up there and say, girls just want to have fun with you. Girls just want to have
Okay,
fun.
I might could do that with you.
Yeah.
I might could get in on that. But we might have to bring a couple other ladies too. Like we might have to get you a whole assembly for that one.
Well, we're going to have
Sounds
some
like
fun.
some liquid encouragement coming
Yeah.
out.
We have that.
It's a lot of liquidity over there.
We have that,
Yeah, again, Roxanne Moss joining us here, gracing us with her beautiful presence this morning.
Thank you.
Appreciate you being here. Where can folks find out more information about the American Legion Sam Houston Post 95?
Go to our website, samhoustonpost95.org. You can also find us on Facebook, American Legion Sam Houston Post 95.
I promise we're still going here, but for some reason my video locked up. So we'll figure that out here in a second. I may have bumped the button over here the wrong way. So we'll step aside. I want to wrap it up with you when we come
Sure.
back. Let's take a quick break. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. More to come here this morning on Good Morning Huntsville. Hey, friends, welcome back in here to Good Morning Huntsville on a Friday, a fabulous Friday, episode 49 with our good friend Roxanne Moss of the American Legion Sam Houston Post 95 joining us. We wouldn't be here without our friends at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. It's always a tough thing when you lose someone and you lose someone close or you lose a friend or a family member, and maybe you're in that position to where you have to be the one making those decisions. It's never easy, but I can tell you this, that the folks at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, they will embrace you, they will hug on you, they will love you, and they will make you feel like you're part of their family, and that, you know what, at the end of the day, you may be saying, we want you to be part of our family. They do an incredible job helping you through that grieving process, helping to understand the steps of that process, but more importantly, bringing the dignity, the trust, and just the compassionate care that a funeral service should bring. That is our friends at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. They are the experts at celebrating life. Give them a call, even for pre-planning. I've got life insurance. It's something that's important to me. If something, God forbid, were to happen, I want Bridget to be taken care of. And so, even through that, that's something important to have. Life insurance is important, but you also need to plan about what is that service going to look like. Take that burden off your family and let Billy Cauthen and the great staff over at Sam Houston Memorial guide you through that process. They will do it. The video froze a while ago because, we were trying to sing, and the computer said, I don't want you to sing anymore, and the video froze, and we're back at it here with Roxanne Moss.
Yes.
I wanted you to talk about, there's some 4 pillars that you guys have with the foundation, too. Let us know about that.
So let's talk about that. You know, the 4 pillars, that is the mission of the American Legion. You know, on a national level, what are we doing? So our 4 pillars are Veterans Affairs and Rehabilitation, National Security, Americanism, and Children and Youth. All 4 critical elements of just not only a healthy America and a healthy veterans community, but just a healthy way of life. We work really hard at Sam Houston Post 95 to implement those 4, to be exemplary in our demonstration of how we're promoting and upholding those 4. I think if you take nothing else away from me this morning about the American Legion, just take those 4 pillars. You know, keep them in the back of your mind and just know that if you're seeking a place that still promotes those things and cares about those things from the person-to-person level all the way up through national legislation, which we have a huge legislative committee at the national headquarters, and they work all the time on bills and acts to be passed to help preserve those pillars too. It's important, you know, maybe now more than it has been ever before when we're trying to hold so many people in high places so very accountable.
We're putting the website here up on the screen again this morning. Joining us is Roxanne Moss as we wrap up our interview here in just a few moments. But you can find out more information. Please visit these folks online, Huntsville, samhoustonpost95.org. Beautiful website, by the way. Has all the information there that you need to know. And you can find out all the valuable resources, events, and much more that they're having. You just talked about the award ceremony, so I'll have to get with you because we definitely want to put an article out about that and highlight these heroes. And it ties into our hometown heroes. If you got a hero that you want to nominate here in this community, feel free to do so. Go to HelloHuntsvilleTX.com, look for the section that says Hometown Heroes, and nominate those. You're going to nominate one. So that's great.
Oh, yes.
So we'll have one on there. Before we let you go, you've covered so many things this morning, and it was great to hear some different aspects of the Legion than we heard back in April. Any final comments that we think we missed? I mean, you covered a lot today.
There's just so much. You know, people don't realize, like I didn't realize, you know, I'm only maybe coming into my 3rd year as a member, and I also hold offices at the post level and as well as our district level. You know, that's something else we can talk about too. You know, structure and chain of command are huge during our enlisted life. And when you come into the American Legion, there is still very much that formality of that chain of command. Each entity holds elections every year. We elect officers. We have those officers taking accountability and responsibility for post business. And it's, you know, every year, so the change of command can stay. As long as we vote them in, they can be there. As long as they run for office and they're doing a good job, they can be there. And a lot of times, you know, people walking in fresh and new who just get that fever and want to do more. Here they are on a roster in the next year, and wow, look, you just became an officer, and welcome to it. So I think just knowing that it's not just, you know, like a free-for-all. You know, it's not a come in, do what you want kind of thing. Definitely your membership does put you into a duty of faith and care to the chain of command and the structure that is in place. But again, we're all volunteer members. So really, you'll get out of it what you put into it, whether you take an officer role or you're just, you know, sometimes come in and check out the latest event and you might not see me until the next month's meeting. We don't have a criteria for what you have to do to join. We just say, come and join, and there will be something for you.
Just come. It's so simple. 2 words, Billy. Just come. And that's it. And for Billy and I, just come and sing.
Yes.
You know, come on in, sing some karaoke, and let's have a good time. Rick Boning, by the way, he just said, I'll come in and perform a solo. I don't know how that's going to go over.
I can see it now.
Yeah, I cannot see clearly now.
With the mic held up high. Oh, man. Yeah, no.
Hey,
if
you know, if he brings
I'm
a
there.
solo, we will make him famous. I run, you know, you'll see a lot of our karaoke. We'll throw it up on the Facebook. We'll do lives. I'll also throw it on Instagram, on TikTok. You know, Post 95, we'll make you famous. If you bring the show, we will make you famous.
That's what they call evidence.
Yeah,
exactly.
I was doing karaoke, Dynamite Hack, Boys in the Hood. You know, it was the remake from Eazy-E.
Oh, no.
And I had a little blue drink back in the rowdy days. I had a blue drink in my hand and my sunglasses on and a San Antonio Spurs cap and had a little white coat on. And I was singing this song and some lady thought it was fun for some reason. She took a video and put it on Facebook. Now, I've said on the show, I want to be the same here on the show that I am. This was in my 20s, though. This was my rowdy days. Oh. And I said, can you please not do that anymore? Because it was just embarrassing. It was embarrassing, but
I will say
it was fun.
I'm discreet. Our social media is discreet. You know, the American Legion does have guidelines for the Legion, for the auxiliary. There are things we can and can't with our social media, and we try really hard to keep it clean and fun. It's just all about the right presentation, you know.
Awesome. Well, again, Roxanne Moss, we're going to have to chime in with you again soon. And
Yes, sir.
So excited. Well, I got to say this, and I'm not saying it because you're sitting here, but I just love your energy.
Thank you. I appreciate
what you
that.
bring to this community. And this is why we have this show, because we want to highlight organizations and we want to highlight people that make Huntsville so special. And you're the type of person that whenever people are around you, they're automatically going to say, you know what, my day isn't so bad after all.
I appreciate that so much.
Thank you for that.
Thank you. But I would say the same. You know, the service that you're providing here, just anybody in our community, if you've got a business, if you've got a purpose, if it's just you sitting in your garage thinking of, you know, I've been doing this one little thing, but I think it could be bigger. You need to come see Rob. You need to come do that.
Thank you.
Get up in the morning, come sit here, come be talked about, you know, come join the celebration of our community. You know, what you do, I think, is amazing, and
Appreciate it.
I'm just thankful that we have this venue and that I get to come and hang out. It's always wonderful, so thank you so much.
I will say, appreciate it. And I wouldn't be able to do it without folks like Billy and our Foundation 5 sponsors. You know, when we came back, we had a vision of kind of what we wanted to do, and we weren't going to start it until September, and some things happened to start it earlier, and now, you know, we were able to do this, but it's because we reached out, and you know, good friends like Karen Altum with Altum Consulting. She has a lot of clients that she helps out, such as many organizations here in the community, and so she's helped us. And then Sam Houston Memorial hopped on, so we want to be a part of it. And so definitely appreciate your comments about me, but we wouldn't be able to do this. This is for the community. It's like I told Billy one time. I said, "Man, it's not my show; it's our show, and it's your show. I mean, it's the community." So that's why we're here again. Roxanne Moss, appreciate her presence, being with us. Find out more information about our great friends over at the Sam Houston American Legion Post 95 online at samhoustonpost95.org. Thanks again, Roxanne.
Thank you so much.
We'll step aside, take a break. Billy and I will wrap it up. When we come back, stay with us. We're also going to announce that prize winner. So we'll be back in a moment. This is Good Morning Huntsville. Friday. Bring us back, Billy.
Welcome back to Good Morning Huntsville.
Oh, I like that, man. Just, you know, we need to start doing that more. Welcome back in there.
I need to start doing a lot of stuff more often.
Billy Cauthen here from Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
Your hometown experts in celebrating life.
That's right. Boy, you talk about celebrating life. How about Roxanne? She brings so much energy.
She's full of it. I mean, she's full of life. I love it.
When she comes on this show, and it's our second time having her, but I still converse with her on social, and I absolutely love having her on this show. We're not going to do it today because we haven't tested it. I've been known in the past to test things live, and I'm not going to do that right now. But in the future, whenever you text us to win, we're going to call you live on the show and announce that you are won. But I haven't tested that feature yet.
I've been waiting for the days that we can take a call.
Oh, we'll be able to do that. Trust me. We're
going to have like the big board with all the lights on it.
No, we don't need all that. See, that's the thing, man, is so many, organizations, quote-unquote professional organizations, think you need all this high power. There it is right there. I've got the phone system right there on my computer screen. That's all you have is just a keypad. So there's ways to do stuff that are easy and affordable, and you know what? We're going to bring that to the show. I'm going to test some stuff later on today, and then I'd love to be able to take and make some calls. Maybe we'll do a little Roy D. Mercer on here, Billy and I.
How big a boy are you?
How big a boy? Well, Sharon Jean. And if you don't know Roy D. Mercer, go to YouTube and look it up, and you will be laughing the rest of your Friday.
Well, I still want a phone.
You want a phone? Oh, yeah. Well, I had one up here. I took it home. We can just talk through these headsets.
But I want a phone.
It doesn't feel the same, or what? Mm-mm. All right.
I want to be able to take a call or hit a button, you know?
Just to have that importance.
We have a caller.
Well, Billy Cauthen joining us this morning. We appreciate Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We would not be able to bring you this show without our good friends at Sam Houston Memorial. They do such great work here. They are your hometown experts in celebrating life. A shout out this morning to Robbie, who's joining us, saying good morning, Billy. So good morning to you. I have to acknowledge Mama out there. Love you, Mom. Shirley Hipp from Georgetown joining us. Love you so much, Mom. Kim Taylor saying good morning as well. So welcome in to you, Kim, and thanks for being a part of this show. Now, at the end of the show yesterday, we did call somebody. We announced the last 4 digits of their phone number as the winner. We did call a person yesterday, though, after the show and told them that they won. Here is what that sounds like. We're going to try to do it live, but here's what it sounded like yesterday with our winner. This is Rob and
Justin
from Hello Huntsville. You are our lucky winner. What's your name?
Lauren Reynolds.
Well, you won. You texted in, and you won a bracelet from Elliot's Jeweler, so congratulations. Also, you won 2, what are these, Justin?
Pinch and Plate meal tickets.
Yeah, 2 Pinch and Plate meal tickets. I'm also going to throw in this really cool We're Bucking for You in Huntsville postcard. It's a vintage postcard. So I wanted to ask, how did you find out about us? How did you know about texting to win?
I was watching the live along with some other teachers.
All right. Well, there you go. Well, congratulations. Thanks for listening and watching. And, hey, all you got to do is text and win every single day here on Hello Huntsville. Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank y'all. Have a blessed day.
There it is.
Look, we can't do that again.
Can't do what?
We can't do that.
Can't do what?
Whenever we call them, we got to be like, hey, is your refrigerator running?
We could. We're going to have some fun with it. I'm going
Do
to tell
y'all
you.
have Prince Albert in a can?
I'm going to tell you something, man. This is unbelievable, by the way. This is my phone right now, and I can't flip it over because there's phone numbers. This is the engagement that we've had this morning. Every one of these green ones is a
That's
new text. Do you see that, though?
Yeah, I see it.
Isn't
That's a
that
lot.
nuts? That's the engagement this morning. So and I'm not just saying this to like boost what we're doing. I'm saying it because this is incredible. 61 text messages this week, and we only launched the service this week. 2 days ago we launched it. So 61 messages in 2 days. I want to encourage you because somebody had said, well, Rob, you guys aren't reaching a lot of people.
I don't get 62 messages in a month.
I'm going to tell you, this platform is all about highlighting the good, and we are reaching folks. And I say that because of you, and we appreciate your support. We are out there trying to promote the good that is happening here in our community. Billy, can you do us the favor of hitting pick winner here? There's a legitimate, but Billy can validate this. It's not like we're scanning for names. You see the button there that says pick winner?
I don't have my glasses, but I do see the button.
It's a blue button. Here we go. Billy has pushed the
pushed
button.
it.
And let's give it you may have to push it again. Oh, there it is. All right. So if your phone number ends this morning, what is that, Billy? We can't say the full number, but what's that last 4 digits?
4008.
4008. You are our lucky winner, and you have won the prize pack today that includes some jewelry from Elliot's Jewelers, 2 gift certificates to Pinch and Plate, and also, Billy, you got to say it. It's never going to get old. Here, hold that up. We'll say it again, Billy. Here we go.
We're bucking for you in Huntsville, Texas.
Yes, we are.
If you're not a rodeo fan.
If you ain't a rodeo fan. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm not, we're having fun, but I really do love that, though. I just love it.
That's some straight up Huntsville,
Texas,
old school history, man.
Texas prison rodeo. And what a great job by J.D. Dickinson on these photos. So, and we're also going to toss in a Texas prison rodeo as well. Next week, I got a whole stack of them, and it includes photos of the Walls unit. It includes photos of...
Okay, that was the Ellis unit
Ellis
you
unit.
just held up.
There's the Walls unit. Held that one up. We got the Walls unit. That is the Walls.
That is the Huntsville unit.
The Huntsville unit.
Unit 001.
But check out what's next to it over there.
The rodeo arena.
The Rodeo Arena is still there.
Rodeo.
Rodeo
I got
Arena.
a funny story about that arena that I'll tell you off air.
All right, we'll talk about that one later. I need to screenshot this because yesterday I almost forgot the number of the winner. And then
We're
I
not going
realized,
to call them and ask them about the refrigerator?
No, you and I will, after the end of the show. If you got 2 minutes, we'll do a quick recording. I know you got to get going. But here is the national day today. This is National Fudge Day.
Okay.
Not talking about like you messing something up. Like this is the legitimate fudge.
Fudged up.
It's Bloom's Day. It's also, Billy, how did you know?
I just
Today
know
is
stuff.
National Wear Blue Day, man.
Because I'm in the know, okay?
It's also
I have a good wife.
Oh, check this one out. This is when it's all corporate. Today, friends, is a National Las Vegas World Martini Day giveaway. Somebody did, and the icon has won a trip to Las Vegas. It's World Sea Turtle Day today. Boy, we've got a sea turtle problem here in Huntsville.
They're everywhere. We're overran with them.
So those are some of the fun facts about today. There was a really awesome website, Billy, that I found, and I did want to bring it up on the show today, that I found. I got some random email. You know how you get those emails and you're like, it's just more junk, more spam?
You're not supposed to check those.
I got one that I actually enjoyed, and I never signed up for it. And I said, you know what? This one is really, really awesome. And I'm sitting here trying to find it now, and I can't find it. It came in yesterday. Here it is. It's Interesting Facts. Interesting Facts. And I have no idea why I received this. But when I got it, I said, man, this is actually pretty cool. It's stuff that we can use on the show. And it's interestingfacts.com is the website. Interestingfacts.com. And it's just got all stuff. It's movie previews are called trailers because they were originally shown after the movie. See, I didn't know that.
I wish they'd go back to doing that.
Interestingfacts.com. Here's some numbers that don't lie. Did you ever watch Avengers, the Endgame?
No.
Never did. I didn't get to watch the Avengers movie, but in the first 24 hours, the 289 million people viewed that trailer. 440 is a length in minutes of the longest trailer ever made for the 30-day-long experimental film Ambience. Who would want to watch a trailer for 440 minutes?
That's a movie. Wouldn't that be the whole movie?
That'd be the whole movie.
It's like Dances with Wolves or something.
There is a lot of cool stuff on here, and so you can find out more. Interestingfacts.com. If you're a representative of that website, please send us a check for the promo.
A big check, not a little one. One of them big ones.
One of them big old checks. Finally, before we wrap it up here on June the 16th, I want to say thank you to all the dads out there. Billy, you're a dad. Thank you for just the blessing that you are to your children. You're an excellent father. You're out there working hard, man. Just like tonight. I mean, you're running on 2 hours of sleep. You had to go answer the call there and just help out some families that were in need. And here you are back on this show. But then, you know what, this weekend you'll be doing things and you've got your children. So, man, I wanted to shake your hand. You're an example for all the dads out there of what it takes to just keep the family wagon rolling, man.
Keep on trucking.
So happy Father's Day on Sunday to all the daddies out there. We love each and every one of y'all. Also, as we wrap up on June the 16th, the first roller coaster in America opened on this day in history. Can you believe that, Billy? I just threw that in. Bob Dylan recorded Like a Rolling Stone. We're looking through some more of these. Lincoln warns that America is becoming a house divided. That was in 1858. The President Lincoln knew what was to come.
And he sure called that, didn't he?
He called that. Charlie Chaplin marries Ona O'Neill, the old, the mime guy? Was that him, Charlie Chaplin?
He was a dude with the cane and the little mustache.
1943 is when he did that. And Ford Motor Company in 1903 was incorporated on this day. Ford Motor Company.
Found on the road dead.
When I was in Fargo, everyone they drove Dodge, and it was like you were looked down upon if you drove a Ford. Well, guess what I bought there? Ford.
We have this conversation all the time. I've drove them all: Ford, Chevy, Dodge, GM, which is Chevrolet GM. I've drove them all. If you take care of them, they'll take care of you.
I have a Hyundai Santa Fe. Love that. It's my favorite vehicle. So, there you go. That'll wrap it up here on a Friday. Appreciate it. We'll talk about cars now. Yeah, we ain't talking about cars now. Billy Cauthen, again, Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. I want to wish all of you a very wonderful weekend ahead. Again, a special thank you and a celebration to all the dads out there. Billy, I messed up. One last thing. I know you got to go. I got to go. One last thing. I did put a post on the Facebook page that I said last night, please let us know about your dads out there. And we had a couple of comments. Kim Taylor commented in, and I asked, what do you love most? What do you appreciate most about your daddies? Kim Taylor said, my dad has also been my hero. He's an amazing man. He has taught me so many things growing up. He always worked hard to provide for our family and take us on camping trips each summer. So happy Father's Day to Kim's dad. And then Kathy Schweitzer, our good friend, Billy, she said this about her dad. I'll let you read that one there.
Let me hold it.
Forgot you said something about
I got it tilted just right. My dad always reminded me that everything was going to be okay.
Simple and
You know what's cool about being from here? I know both of these people
Yeah.
on a personal level. That's just,
There you go.
it's not going to happen anywhere but here.
That's right. Because you know why? Because we're bucking for you, Huntsville.
That's right.
Here on. All right, well, that'll wrap it up today. Again, thank you
You're
so
going
much.
to have to scan that and put it so people know what we're talking about.
Do you think that Mr. Dickinson would have a problem with me scanning that photo and putting it right there?
I don't think so. I think he would enjoy that.
I want to scan this in and literally put a thing right there. You know how cool that would look? Just to
That'll
have
give me something to look at. Yeah.
It's on the wall in front of it. All right, for the 100th time, we're wrapping it up. Thank you to Roxanne Moss and for all of you. It has been such a privilege to bring you this show every morning. We're already booking up and getting things. We have one availability next week, and that is all. And so we're already wrapping things up and getting things ready for next week as well. A full lineup. Please visit the website again at hellohuntsvilletx.com for more information. Also, someone earlier was asking about where can I get a Klein card. You can go to their website and buy one, and then if you're able to do so through us as well, we're going to be selling those starting next week. Also want to encourage you to join our ethical business directory. We'll be announcing that. And so it's a really great opportunity for your business to get promoted. Billy, been a fun one. Thank you, partner.
Yes, sir.
That'll wrap us up here on a Friday. We will see you until then. Have a wonderful, blessed weekend. As I end every broadcast, reminding you today that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other, friends. Provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. Somebody out there needs you. Good morning, Huntsville, and God bless. We'll see you back at it on Monday. So long.
Monday.